Hello and welcome to Design. I've been out shopping and I was buying eggs. Look, 30 eggs. What am I supposed to do with 30 eggs? That's all they had left. If you got any suggestions what I can do with my eggs, then stick them in the comments section and maybe I'll do them for next lesson. Okay, today we're going to start off with lesson 6 for Use Your Voice for developing ideas. If you can remember, last lesson we looked at specifications. And hopefully you've made some awesome specifications. You've got a complete list, and don't forget to include the constraints in your specification list. So once you've got your specifications, we can move on to the next stage, which is making a storyboard and getting some designing skills. Now, why are we making a storyboard? We're making that because we're going to be making a video, but before we do that, we also need to design our awareness posters. Now, if you can remember, we're going to be doing a poster that will make people want to look at the video. So this is an example of, well, straight away you see it's a steering wheel, and in the middle there is a phone. Now, you can almost, just with 4 words, you can't do both. This person has designed a poster that, one, tells you straight away that it's about using your phone during driving, and the message is super clear and super simple. Now, another example where somebody has said words are weapons, they can kill, and they've made a gun made up of words. Again, super simple, and you can see down there there's more information where you can then click on a video. Also, this one is looks like a cigarette, and there's somebody googling a word there. Again, super simple, and the message is coming across clearly. So we want to make a poster that is simple, interesting, and makes people want to find out more. So the key thing to making a design, you keep the information limited, and then get your awareness poster and design your own hand-drawn poster. So this is a time where we can, instead of using digital skills, just sketch out some ideas on paper so that you can use that. It should also have the message on your video. And for this design task, everybody makes a design. So if there's 2 people in your groups, you make 2 different designs for your poster. And again, it's hand-drawn. You're free to choose, but you are free to choose how you make your final poster, whether you make it digitally or if you make a hand-drawn one. Okay, so again, that's part 1 of the design. Part 2 of the design is to make a storyboard. Now, here's an example of a storyboard that's been handed in at once. There's a couple of things, there's some good things and some stuff that we could improve on this. One, straight away you can see that the drawing is very simple. However, if you do look at this with a small bit of explanation, you can follow the story. So is this an example of a good or a bad storyboard? I'd say a bit in the middle. The drawing is simple, but there is some kind of explanation. Now, how can we make a slightly better storyboard? What you can see here is an example of somebody who has, again, you just film the scenes, but they've added some extra information. So they've added the what shot this is, the camera angle, what the actors are doing, the lighting, special effects, a whole bunch of information which makes it much more clear what's happening during the film. Here's another one you could do. I think this was done on Storyboard That, and the free version you could do 3 scenes at a time. However, again, you can just come up with some simple illustrations and then a short explanation. And the key thing here is if you look at a storyboard, you should be able to work out what the film is about and how to make the film. Then you know you've got a good storyboard. Now, if you want to do perfect storyboarding, each scene should contain a picture, and if you want to add some extra detail like the camera angle, the actors, props, lighting, special effects, music, the duration, how long the film takes, then that would be totally awesome. Okay, now how can you make a storyboard? I already mentioned that you could use some online tools. Storyboard That is something you can use, but I think you can only get 3 scenes for the free version. You could also just draw it. Again, don't spend too much time. This is a design, and you want it to be quick because it's about developing your ideas. Everybody in the group can make one storyboard each, but if you want to make different storyboards, come up with different ideas, there's no limit on how many storyboards you can make. So what you need to include to make a good storyboard: the drawing, description of the scene, duration, camera angles, music. You can go back and add any other information that makes it clear to the person viewing that. So in your design document, write up a paragraph. Once you've done the storyboards, write up a paragraph highlighting why you think your design will be part of a successful campaign, and use the requirements to write this up. Okay, that's it for today. If you have any questions, then both Mr. Von Rijn and myself are available here right now on Skype. If you want to get updates, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully you're doing an awesome job at home. Hopefully we're all safe, and we'll see you next lesson.